Hello guys, welcome back. Welcome back to Math with Gustavus. In this lesson, we'll be adding fractions and whole numbers. There are two methods that we're going to work today. Let's focus on method one first. Whenever you're given a fraction, that is a common fraction and a whole number, I am suggesting that you can take this method. The steps are: one, you will convert the whole number to a fraction, and afterwards you will have two fractions. And then you move on to adding the two fractions. Let's jump right into this question. We have 5 plus 3/4. All right. So what we're going to do is to follow step one, which is to convert the whole number to a fraction. Now, every whole number can be converted to a fraction easily by dividing that whole number by 1. That simply means that 5 as a fraction is 5 over 1. So let's write that. So it's 5 over 1 plus 3 over 4. So we have done the first step successfully. Let's move on to the second step, which is just to add the fraction. Now, I hope that you would have watched my previous videos on adding fractions. If you have not done so, you can pause the video now, go over there, watch them, and then come back. All right. Here we have uncommon denominators, which are 1 and 4. Luckily, one of the denominator is 1, which will make our life much easier. Whenever you're given 1 as a denominator and some other number, the common denominator will be the other number, which in this case would be 4. So we can write 4 as our common denominator right here. Now, after we have found our common denominator, you can use the denominators to divide the common denominators. So it will be 1 into 4, that goes 4 times. So we'll multiply 5 times 4, and that will give us 20. Afterwards, we're going to use the next denominator to divide into 4. So it's 4 into 4, which will give us 1. So it's 3 times 1, which is 3. So now we have 20 plus 3, which is 23. And then we put back our common denominator, which is 4. If you look closely, this is an improper fraction, which can be converted back to a mixed number. So we simply divide right here. We'll say 4 into 23. That goes 5 times. And then we will be left with a remainder of 3. And then we put back our denominator, which is 4. I hope you understood what I've done so far. If not, that's okay. Why? Because I have another question here that I'm going to work for you guys. Now guys, we have 3 upon 4 plus 7. All right. Again, under method 1, we're going to convert our whole number to a fraction. Our whole number right here is 7. So we can simply convert that to a fraction by dividing by 1. So now we have two fractions. When we have two fractions, now we can add them. Ensure that you watch my video on adding fractions. Now the denominators are unlike, so we can simply find a common denominator for the both of them. Again, since one of the denominator is a 1, then the next one must be the common denominator. So again, we're going to divide. So it's 3 into 3. That goes 1 time. And 4 times 1 give us back 4. Then we would add. So it's 1 divide. Then we'll divide again. That is. So it's 1 into 3. That goes 3 times. So it's 7 times 3. That gives us what? 21. So now we have what? 4 plus 21, which is equal to 25. And then we put back our denominator, our common denominator, which is 3. Again, if you look closely, you'll notice that we have an improper fraction. And improper fractions can be converted to mixed numbers. So let's do that. So it's 3 into 25. That goes 8 times. And 8 times 3 is 24. So when you subtract 24 from 25, we'll be left with 1. And then we put back our denominator, which is 3. So Our answer for the first question, let's get back to this, is 5 3/4. And for the second question is 8 1/3. Now, if you fully understand method 1 and you're comfortable with it, I'll suggest you to focus on method 2, which is much faster, much efficient. And if you're doing an exam that's based upon speed, then this is the one that I'm recommending. If you're just starting out, I'm recommending method 1, such that you have a full understanding and appreciation of adding fractions and whole numbers. Let's look at method 2. So for method 2, what you're going to do is to add the whole number and the fraction. In fact, that is what we call a mixed number. For example, we have 2 1/2. That literally means 2 plus a half. All right, so that is what we're going to do here. But you need to look at the fraction to see if it's a improper one or if it's a proper one. If it's improper, convert it to a mixed number. But if it's proper, you can go ahead and add it. So let's look at this. For the method 2, all we need to do to add the whole number and the fraction. But if you look closely right here, you'll notice that our fraction is improper. So what I'm recommending you is to convert that to a mixed number. All right, so let's rewrite the problem. So it's 3. And in converting this, again, if you missed my video and converting, ensure that you watch it. All right, so let's convert this. So it's 2 into 7. That goes 3 times. And that would leave us with a remainder of 1. And then we're going to put back the 2 right there. So the question can be rewritten as 3 plus 3 1/2. When we have it like that now, we can simply add our whole numbers. So it's 3 plus 3, that will give us what? 6. And then put back our common fraction, which is half. So 3 plus 7/2 is the same thing as 6 1/2. So let us circle our answer again, which is 6 1/2 in that question. Now, for number 4, we have what? 4/5 plus 4. Now, our common fraction, or fraction given, is proper. All right, so it can't be converted to a mixed number. This would make our life simple in this case. So what we do is to just add the whole number and the common fraction. So we do that by the simply putting down our what? 4, which is our whole number, and then we merge it now with the common fraction, or the fraction given. So our answer to this question would just be 4 and 4/5. Remember guys, that a mixed number is just a combination of a whole number and a common fraction. Now guys, we're at the end. At the end, where it's fun time for you. I'm asking you to work this question quickly and then send it in the chat. Kindly share it with your friends, your entire community, your entire school. Invite them over to Math with Gustavus. This is a channel for everyone who is interested in improving their mathematical skills. Thank you very much for viewing, and please come back again. Bye guys.